When teaching my students how to use counterclaims in their writing, I usually reference the Toulmin method, which sounds a lot like tool. Think of counterclaims as tools for a handyman helping you to improve your paper through the Toulmin method for writing counterclaims. Counterclaims present a claim that's the opposite of your thesis statement. Remember that persuasive writing usually follows a pattern of claim, evidence, analysis. You might be wondering, why would you use counterclaims that are the opposite of your thesis? But that helps to establish credibility for the writer and better convinces your audience that you've considered multiple perspectives. Follow the Toulmin method for counterclaims like this. Make your claim, support it with evidence and analysis, and then provide a counterclaim. Use a rebuttal to disprove the counterclaim. A more detailed explanation with examples for fighting pollution with electric cars would look like this if we include a warrant, or in other words, analysis. Claim: electric cars are an effective strategy to fight pollution.
Data 1. Driving a private car is a typical citizen's most air-polluting activity. Warrant 1. Due to the fact that cars are the largest source of private air pollution, switching to electric cars should have an impact on fighting pollution.
Data 2. Each vehicle produced is going to stay on the road for about 12 or 15 years. Warrant 2. Cars have a long lifespan, which means the decision to switch to an electric car would have an impact on pollution levels. Electric cars run on a battery-powered motor. Electric cars produce less pollution. Counterclaim: instead of focusing on electric cars, we should build mass transit systems to help fight pollution. The rebuttal: while mass transit is a great idea that should be encouraged, it's not feasible for people who are in rural or suburban areas to get to work. Thus, electric cars are a much better way to fight pollution. This is the pattern that the Toulmin method for counterclaims follows. Here are some reminders for counterclaims. A warrant is the same thing as analysis. The rebuttal comes after the counterclaim, which comes after the claim. A qualifier enhances the writer's credibility by showing that the writer has considered situations where the claim may not be true. If your counterclaim is stronger than your claim, you may need to do more research and rewrite your thesis statement so that it's an evidence-based claim. Thank you for listening to me talk about claims and counterclaims in your writing. If you find this helpful, please like, subscribe, and follow. Thank you. Bye-bye.